say that if you want to dig a well at your backyard or sink a borehole, or you need water to irrigate your farms from your streams or river, you must have to take permission and or license from the federal government and pay for it. It means you have to go to Abuja and get a license for it. Now, I say that this will amount to our losing our God's gift water, which is our inheritance that God has given to our ancestors, which they guided and handed over to us. It will be a betrayal on our ancestors that we allow this water to be taken over by the federal government, who in the same light took over the oil and gas of the Niger Delta, and at the end of the day deprived the people of the Niger Delta of their inheritance. Today, what do we have? We only have people of the northern oligarchy that owns all the oil well. Today, we will have people of the northern oligarchy that manage the Nigerian oil and gas that belongs to the people of Niger Delta. They manage it. They are in top positions. We don't even have positions of cleaners in the oil and gas industries or companies or NNPC. Today, our children are unemployed. Today, our farms in Niger Delta are being polluted. Today, in the Niger Delta, we cannot fish, which is our primary source of any income of living for sustenance. Let us not make the mistake with our waters, because if we do that, we would have been betraying our ancestors. We will betray our unborn generation and our children now. It is for us to fight. And how do we fight against this? We have to talk to our legislatures, talk to our lawmakers at the National Assembly, both at the House of Representatives and the Senate. Let us tell them that we don't want this bill. Let us let them know that we are the ones that put them there, and they must do what we want them to do, not what they want to do. We must let them know that they should not take any bribe or gratification or favors because they want to please a certain group of people or because they are protecting their interests. They must do what the people want them to do. Let us let them know that if they fail to ensure that this bill does not go through, that we will not vote for them now and in the future, and that their political career is finished. Let us let them know that if this bill succeeds, that we will declare them traitors and persona non grata. Let us let them know that if this bill goes through, that we're going to cost them, and that cost is going to follow their children and children. Let us let them know that if this bill goes through, that they should not bother to come back home because we will make life unbearable for them. Fellow Nigerians, let us ask our members, people representing us in National Assembly, to ask their counterpart in the north, what has happened to the gold? What has happened to the copper? What has happened to all the natural resources? More than 50 that is buried in the north. Why can't we pass laws or bills on these mineral resources so that it can be it can be to the beneficiary of all Nigerians, just like the oil and gas? Fellow Nigerians, we must resist this water resource bill because it is not only satanic, but it is an act of banditry by the northern oligarchy to take over our lands. If we don't do this, our lands will be given to foreign headers who will now take our inheritance, live side by side with us, and with the aim and objective to exterminate us.